Hey there, I am going to show you exactly how to use the texture actions and how to save them and open them into Photoshop. So wherever you have downloaded them to in your computer, you're going to want to find them and open them. So I have mine right here, and there's two ways that you can load them. One, you can double click on them and they will open automatically into Photoshop and load into your actions and your patterns. So there's two files. There is a action file and there's a texture pattern file. So you're going to want to load both of those in. So if I were just to double click on, as you can see, that action set has now loaded. So the other way to load the action is you're going to come up to the drop-down file in your actions palette and then go to load actions, and then you're going to find exactly where you saved them on your computer and click on and then say open, and it will add them here. Now I'm going to delete this set just because I don't need two of them in here. Now to save the texture or the patterns, because you do need both. You need the textures and the patterns in order for these to work. So you can double click and they will save in the patterns, or you will come down here to your layers palette. You will create a new fill or adjustment layer, and you will go to patterns. And then I'm going to double click on the pattern. Oops. Okay. Double click on the pattern. Oh gosh, right here. Sorry everyone. There we go. And then, so you're going to click on the sample, and then you're going to, where you see the settings here, that little gear, you're going to click on, and then you're going to say load patterns. And then you will find where you saved it on your computer, and click on it and open, and it will save into your patterns. So pretty easy. Now I like to use my actions in button mode, but I'm going to show you how to use them in standard mode and button mode. So what you're going to do to run the action in standard mode, that's where you see each individual folder. You will click on the action and then you will push play, and it will run the action. Now in button mode, which I find is a lot more user-friendly, so you would come down up to your settings and say button mode, and now all of these are buttons. So you will click on the action. Let's go wash cooled, okay? And it just plays it. So you don't have to push on the play button because it's a button. So as you can see, we're going to troubleshoot this just a little bit. See this line here? That's because my image is larger than the pattern itself. And so we need to adjust that. So it's super easy. All you're going to do is open up the folder by that drop-down menu, and you're going to double click on the pattern right here on soft light, and you're going to up your scale, and that changes it like that. Now there's different options. Like I can click off of the soft light and turn it on to the intense, which makes it a little bit darker. Of course, I'd had to adjust the size if you see a line. Not all the time. We can do the darken or the lighten. There's so many options that you can do. I always prefer soft light when it comes to textures. So now I can go ahead and close that folder. Now say I want to remove it from the areas of my image. I'm just going to click on that mask and then make sure my brush is black, and then I can remove it. Oops, my brush opacity is quite low, so let's up it. I can remove it from wherever that is. So I ran a cool action, so obviously that toned it cool. Now what I can do is you can see that there is also a warm option for that. And so since this image is a little warmer, that blends a little better. There is also a no tone change. So it's just the texture. So I can remove and not change the tone of the image. So as you can see, these are super easy to use and create such a difference in your image. Just really give it a little bit of a more artistic flair. So I hope you learned how to use these. You can purchase them at my website, and we will see you again really soon. Bye, everyone.